What's the quickest you've ever ruined a piece of military equipment? Camp Taji, Iraq, 2006. I'd been in country for less than 3 weeks and was still in that dangerous phase where you think following the manual is enough to keep you from screwing up. My squad got tasked with testing out a brand new thermal imaging scope for convoy overwatch, straight from the manufacturer, still in the packaging, worth more than my annual pay. The LT made a big deal about how we were the test bed and needed to give feedback for procurement. We set it up on the roof of a 2-story guard post overlooking the main gate, sandbags stacked chest high. The plan was simple: sight it in, run a few passes tracking vehicles, log the data. I took first watch. Thing was incredible. Could spot a stray dog 2 clicks out. About 40 minutes in, I set it down on the edge of the sandbags to grab a radio check. That's when Specialist Butterfingers Lopez tossed me an energy drink without warning. I fumbled, smacked the scope with my elbow, and watched it drop in perfect slow motion right off the roof. $2,000 a second, spinning lens first into the gravel below. We froze. Lopez said, "Maybe it's fine." It wasn't fine. The housing cracked, the main lens shattered like safety glass. I climbed down to survey the damage, hoping maybe I could bluff my way through. That's when the LT walked up, ready to check our progress. He sees the scope in my hands and just stops. Doesn't yell, doesn't cuss. Just sighs the sigh of a man whose career will now involve explaining this to people above his pay grade. We log the incident as equipment failure due to accidental drop and send it to maintenance. 2 days later, a civilian contractor from the manufacturer shows up to inspect. He listens to my story, then asks, "So the tripod mount was engaged?" I blink. Tripod mount? Turns out the thing was designed to bolt directly into the sandbag wall using a kit that was still sealed in the box. We'd set it up like a lawn chair on a windy day. Contractor actually laughs, says we're the third unit to test the scope by introducing it to gravity. New one arrives a week later, bolted down this time, but by then the story had spread across the FOB. For the rest of the deployment, anytime I walked into the motor pool, someone would mime catching an invisible object and yelling, "Heads up, scope!" I still cringe when I think about it, but I also learned my first hard deployment truth. If the gear is expensive enough to need a manual, read the whole damn manual before touching it.